Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Marvel's Runaways Season 3 Episode 2, The Great Escape, which gives me a lot of hope that they're going to be escaping, that I will get Carolina, Chase and Janet out of there. Gert, I imagine, is free to go because it seemed like that's what was happening in the last episode, but everything is hopefully going to go well this episode, and I am being far too optimistic right now, aren't I? So yeah, let's go. Let's hope we find out who the bloody fourth alien is in episode 2. Because the machines are breaking.
Where are you? We need you.
No, you really don't.
Oh, sweetheart.
Spoiler alert, they catch her.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what I do
Yep.
now. Watch, this is when Alex comes crashing in, right?
Yep.
Gert, you're not real. I've never talked about patriarchy or gender bias or microaggression.
Oh, he loves her so much.
I need you to save me.
Oh.
See, that's exactly how I know you're not real.
Yep.
Real Gert never needed saving.
Yep.
Chase,
As much as he might want to save her, she doesn't need
you
it.
to protect me. Where are you, Chase?
Everyone just leave me alone.
Oh, sweetheart, now it is becoming a nightmare for him, reminding him of all his failures and... Oh, did he control it?
I don't know if our consciousness can survive in here. It's actually a fascinating scientific.
No, it's not.
Except for the dying.
Mm-hmm.
What if we just stop thinking? Something real Gert accused me of on work vacation, but if you can clear your mind.
We got off to a bad start. But there's still so much love of us. And then
I hope we're going to get a reckoning with this relationship. Word she should have used.
You're a genius.
Thanks, Mom.
Hey, don't get cocky.
Oh gosh.
Leading us away, stop him from entering.
I love this. Like, Tina's like a whole other character. It's brilliant.
She's so different.
Or are you different? You've been
She
gone
thinks
the
you're
longest.
different. Far too human.
He's most likely to be different because they've just been trapped.
Not me. Your other daughter. We should have just told her.
You really
You know
should
how
have.
much she hates
Men,
secrets.
even alien men.
I know how much.
She already hailed the extraction team and got me started on the rendezvous platform.
Oh dear.
Those four were you, me, your brother, and
Just ditching the mum.
your new half-sister.
My brother's stripped of his power.
Oh. This is a loving, warm family. You're not an alien, right? Because I think old Lace would tell. What are you going to do with that? Do not wipe Gert's memory. I will kill you.
Come inside for a second. I've got something to give you.
Get in that van and drive off. Please give her the vial, don't...
Really don't. And prep for anything that comes my way. Which is mostly just gonna be like freeway traffic, gridlock, and convenience store burritos.
They've got no idea.
See goat horn powder? That's for digestion.
I do not trust him.
Okay, son.
Oh my goodness. Actual Stacy?
Alien inside me. She's really dangerous and she could come out at any moment.
Okay,
Then why did you come to your family?
so much worse.
I gotta agree with Dale on this one.
Listen, when I say clean up, I mean kill everybody that knows.
Okay, now he's going for that.
And that's only after they suck the life out of Chase, Carolina, and Janet. Because the one inside Victor Stein.
So in case you tried to do something stupid like
Good
that
idea.
before I left.
That actually does sound like you, honeybee.
It does.
The only way to defeat them is to...
Oh, for God's sake.
It's nice to formally meet you.
Okay, so now we need a great escape. Oh no. No, no, no. No dying.
Cranker!
Don't miss.
God! I forgot. I hid the cartridges in case you stole it.
That would be a good time to get them.
Oh dear. Oh, come on, Lace. Okay, he's better at aiming. He's more practice. Does it do anything to aliens? Very effective. Oh my goodness. Oh no. No. I mean, all fights need a good soundtrack. Oh god.
Somewhere inside of you, my mother still exists.
From what I can tell, that woman was great at killing humans.
I'm thinking as well that now that it's happened once with Stacey, she'll be better at more prepared. Yes! Good job, old Lace. But don't eat her.
Biter! No!
Don't... Oh goodness.
Headbutt. Interesting choice.
Yeah, headbutt's better than biting, because you don't want to eat her, kill her.
Bye, Dale. Get out of here before she wakes up.
You have to do your home growing somewhere else.
I guess I'm not a killer.
That's a good thing.
Let's go find Molly.
Oh goodness. So Morgan Faye's going to really help her at the beginning of the season, and then...
Someone almost gave us away.
You could have woken her up then.
I can lose control if I fight. I can feel it.
Oh good. Please don't be a trap of some kind. I'd wait another second. Has he turned it off?
What's wrong?
Or is it just fading?
We're on our own.
So are they.
Mm-hmm. At the very least, they need to try and break through to Carolina's pool area.
I'm self-pitying anger.
It's anger, actually.
But there's a whining quality.
There is.
Let's not do the what emotion am I feeling right now thing, okay?
Oh, Molly.
You gotta go and punch something. Preferably something alien. No offense.
Perhaps it's worth the risk.
Getting in there and kicking alien ass.
But get a plan before you go in.
Again, no offense.
None taken. Let's go.
I mean, she does mean a different kind of alien.
Brother won't reveal himself. We'll torture them.
God.
Find out who's inside.
No thanks. Breathing. The hide hopefully blocks noise. Nico's able to hold it for a lot longer. She's getting stronger. That's a good thing.
Pretty sure at some point it involves breaking the glass.
No.
That would alert the Gibbs. Without weapons.
I'll die. I know. Just get the weapons.
Molly, please. They're working on it. Don't think rash. I love you.
Someone is in the elevator.
Molly. Molly, sweetie, fighting isn't always the right answer.
Exactly the specific.
Are they in the car? Because that's not a good idea. Oh, God.
She knows we're here. Otherwise, why the barbarics down torture?
This has gone badly.
I think I can read this.
What?
Kind of it.
Fourth alien inside Alex?
Math-based.
Okay.
Amazing. Your file. I'm gonna try using.
If he can read it, then is that because he's the fourth alien pretending?
Having quantum key distribution.
I understood.
I randomly picked Alex as my suspect.
Shroud.
I hope she's invested in a good thesaurus.
We did it.
We did.
Oh dear.
I was just,
She's an ally. Stand down, soldier.
She's an ally.
Fair ballet, Mrs. Minora.
oh, great. Go get it.
Right on.
Let me drive. Girl, let me drive her Volvo once in the parking lot. I'll get my permit next year.
Oh gosh, once. As far as Avin's concerned, that's enough.
I'm a certified interstellar galactic pilot. I think I can handle a tiny rolling vessel.
Mm-mm.
Need to find the stabilizer.
Change back to Tina.
There's a message from your sister.
Good. Finally, she's texting me back.
Okay, drive, people.
Where is she?
We have backup.
Let's do this.
Good, I'm glad Molly knows Gert's okay.
It was also.
I'm the grub mates guy.
I don't know what that means, but I am intrigued by the word mate in your title.
Just delivered dinner.
Oh dear. They need to break through to Carolina so she's not alone.
Nico?
It's a weird glitch, Nico. It's not real, Nico.
They're hurting you to punish me. I'm so sorry.
It's not really Nico.
I'll be fine.
It's not real, Carolina, sweetheart. I know you know that.
I'll find another way.
Think it over.
To be honest, I'd agree to go with him and then fight as soon as I was out. Do something. But get out of here. Okay, Alex.
Hurry up.
She doesn't have an infinite tolerance. Oh, I don't like this. I mean, I love Nico getting stronger, but I don't like this. Oh my goodness. Nico. Oh god.
Alex, shut it down.
Oh, Molly and Zabin and Gert and old Lacey to hurry up. Oh no, they need that. Is she getting to Chase? Can I get to Carolina too somehow? Oh. Sometimes you do need your parents, even if they're murderous.
I'm sure it was hard to say goodbye to Gert.
Are you kidding? That version of Gert was so nice and complimentary, it kind of freaked me out.
Oh, baby.
Carolina!
Where are you?
Oh.
As close as I ever get to the real Nico again.
No, it won't be.
Whatever time I can with you.
Because she lamps you, and you lamp her. Oh, she's not on her own now, thank goodness.
Are you at your wedding?
Your algorithm isn't your wedding to Gert.
Not exactly.
It's not the real Nico, and she's gone anyway. You can do it, sweetheart. You did it.
He's your dad.
It's kind of your dad too.
Yeah, but there's not enough Victor in there to save me.
And if there was, would he? There it is.
Classic Wilder.
I'm sure he's trying.
Oh my goodness.
Chase? I thought that being in one place would stop the glitching. He's suffocating.
What?
Nico,
Oh my god.
I know you're in here,
Hurry, oh my god. Someone come and help.
and I know your weakness is these friends of yours.
Oh my god. Somebody come.
How many do I have to kill?
You, just yourself?
Feel yourself.
I wouldn't mind if Victor died either.
Can you just switch from
Oh my god.
Happening in the real world. Use the energy of your light to turn up the oxygen in the
Yes! Please, you can do it, Carolina. I love you. Teamwork makes everything better. Oh, I love this family. Janet, she'll do. Oh. Oh god.
Controls. I feel like I'm vaporizing in a mist that's pulling me apart.
turn the air on now. Or
Oh
Chase
gosh.
dies.
You can do it, sweetheart. Oh, thank god. I can breathe again too. Is she alright?
It took you long enough.
Oh, what happened there? Okay. I kind of thought he'd try again. So she's near. I'm so anxious, and it's episode 2. This bloody show. Oh god, please let the others have arrived. You don't need the staff, Nico. I mean, okay, maybe you do it. I don't know how your powers actually work, but you can do it. If I was him, I would just use my powers. Come on, Alex, sweetheart.
Wait. If it's too dangerous for her, then it's too dangerous for you.
She's the mum here, the adult. Yeah. Yeah, Nico wasn't going to stop.
I'm in.
Come on, Nico, I love you. Oh god, see, I wondered why he didn't do that.
I did it.
Okay, good.
It's unlocked.
Carolina's going to stop you. I think Molly's going to stop you. There's my team.
Right.
Most of them. Some of them. Hopefully he's not wearing that suit anymore. He's not. Good.
No, Mom. I won't leave you.
Oh, Chase, sweetheart, you have
What's
to.
happening?
I'm already part of it.
Part of what?
The algorithm.
Oh my goodness, Chase doesn't deserve this.
You know what
His
they say.
relationship with his family's messed up
If you can't beat
enough.
'em, join 'em.
But his mum.
To hold it open.
Oh gosh. Oh, my heart is breaking for him right now.
Wait.
Where we'd come when you were little. Even then, I could tell the potential that you had.
Oh, Chase.
No, we're not anywhere, alright? We gotta get back.
Sweetheart, I'm sorry.
Be
He's got the biggest heart.
brilliant. And loving with your friends. I couldn't be more proud. And I want you to know how hard it is for me to let you go. But trust me,
I did wonder if they were all going to make it out alive.
for us to say goodbye.
I'm so sorry, Chase.
What is happening? How can I save you?
I don't need to be saved. Don't be sad.
Of course it's going to be sad.
I'm not ready.
Yes, you are.
You have been, my darling. Your family just hold you back. Oh, Chase.
free.
Oh.
She's gone.
Oh, Chase, I'm
Well,
sorry.
Kinda not. It's hard to explain.
Oh, she's not ready yet, my love. Someone give him a hug, please. Oh, Chase, I'm so sorry.
Guys,
He's losing both his parents, and the only one he's properly got left is his bloody father, who needs to die. I mean, when they had those 3 in the pods, I was like, if any one of them has to go, let it be Janet, but... Oh. Sweetheart.
you killed Jonah, but
Let's have him move
I
on.
get it.
Zavin, you don't know Carolina, okay? You have an idea of what you think you're going to have with her. Home sweet home. Who is the fourth alien? Is it Old Lace?
Just welcoming him back after everything.
Standing right here. You don't have to third person me.
Feel bad about that, for sure.
The more parents we lose, the safer we get.
Oh, Alex.
One night.
He's still my suspect.
I was pissed at Chase too for betraying us and being a coward.
Still right here, guys.
But this is our moment of victory. And we're all here together.
Molly is an inspiration.
Chase is family. Even if he's a cowardly betrayer.
He definitely is.
All I'm saying is,
I mean, Alex saw that
today,
he apologised in a way and he was trying to fight.
and you all can just get over it. Because we're a family.
Mm-hmm.
I tried.
Appreciate it.
Wait. What about the fourth member of the Gibb family?
Mm-hmm.
We're not safe until he's...
In the morning, we can try and figure out a way to draw him out.
No.
Alex is my suspect.
You don't
Because he
understand.
saw that Chase was kind of really apologetic and I feel like he'd
Surely
mention
you're not
that or at least be a
alone
bit
with
softer
me, though.
towards him.
Oh, honestly, that's probably just your jealousy talking, Savin.
It's kind of not cool, X.
He's waking dreams.
Sweetheart, that's nothing to do with
Hallucination.
the fourth alien. It's the
I think that
staff.
thing is inside of me. None of you were safe.
Because it would have taken control by now. We just need to find a way to figure out who it is. Okay, so that was a heartbreaking episode in a lot of ways. I mean, I loved that they were able to find their way to each other in the frame. It's not called the framework, the algorithm. The framework was S.H.I.E.L.D. In the algorithm, they were able to find their way to each other and be with each other. And then Janet sacrificed herself so that the kids could get out. I mean, Alex had already opened the door, so I'm not entirely sure why they couldn't just leave, but I guess it was because he hadn't done it properly because he didn't know exactly how to do it or something, or she'd already been helping Alex. She helped Alex open it, so didn't she? That's why he managed to do it so quickly. So that was really heartbreaking for Chase, and I think he's barely processed that. And in a weird way, like he said, his mum is gone but not gone because she's in the algorithm, so I don't know if there is some way to talk to her. Like, you know, they were theorising about whether or not their consciousnesses could survive. So maybe there is a way that he could talk to her in the future. And I mean, his dad is Jonah. And one thing I'm really not sure about, and I've said this for a while now, is whether or not the rest of the kids know the extent of what his home life was like. Because a huge part of Chase going back to them last series was to do with his life. In his life, it was, like I said every time, I think, I know I said it in the last episode too, sorry to repeat myself, but his life was, parent is awful, parent says sorry, you forgive parent, you move on, you hope it never happens again, you do everything you can to make sure it doesn't happen again, parent is awful, the cycle continues and continues. So for Chase, that wasn't as much of a shock as it was for everyone else. And you know, the whole Victor becoming nice for a bit through him as well. And then when his dad said he was sick, I mean, going back, it wasn't a good thing to do. I disagree with his decision, but I understand it. And you know, I don't know that it was cowardly. I mean, it was a little bit cowardly, but you know, that wasn't the driving force. And to be honest, they couldn't just beat the parents. I mean, going back and trying to take them down from the inside probably would have been the smartest play. I know that wasn't what Chase was suggesting, but I'm just thinking for them. So I think, like, I can get Gert not wanting to get back with him, hopefully just for a while, but I think it would actually be really interesting if the dynamics of their relationship and the abuse that Chase suffered and how that has shaped him as a person came to light, because someone like Gert you'd think would be more understanding of that because she's a lot more aware of, I don't know, I mean they all would be more understanding of things if they kind of could see that he was approaching everything from a very different viewpoint. And like right now, he has literally got, where the hell is he supposed to go if they only let him stay there for one night? He has literally nobody. So you can say, oh, you've got to sleep in the garage with the car. You can say, you know, you're not getting a bedroom, you don't have enough. You can say, oh, I don't want to sit next to you at dinner. You know, you don't have to welcome him back and give him a hug and treat him like nothing's wrong, but trying to kick him out. And I don't know that they will. But I just think it's interesting to me that they've never mentioned that Jonah, the victim, was abusive. Like at various points when Chase was suggesting, oh, maybe they're not so bad, the parents, none of them turned around to him and said, well, your dad's abusive. So I feel like they don't know, and I think that really is an interesting facet of Chase's character and his backstory and why he is the way he is, that none of them seem to be aware of. And, you know, my heart is breaking for him. I mean, I don't really have a favourite character in Runaways, but I suppose to an extent it's Chase, and that's just because I feel for him the most. But I don't have, like in other shows, I have a favourite. I don't really with Runaways. But I feel like after season 1, I saw as well Chase got some hate online from people, and if a character gets hate that I don't think is deserved, I get very protective over them. And so I'm very protective over Chase as a character, and you know, it's hurting me so far. But I believe in his relationship with Gert, I think. Because I don't think what he did was actually unforgivable. I think he didn't handle it well. I mean, the night he chose to go, I know it's because that was, you know, like, that was a bit crappy, and trying to just sneak out, you know, he didn't handle it well. In fact, the way he handled it was cowardly. His decision to go home wasn't so much, and it was a betrayal of them they stood for, but at the point when he did it, they were just floundering. They didn't really have a solid plan. I mean, Gert had been thinking of going to college. They were all a little bit lost. So I don't think that it's totally unforgivable. They are completely justified in being angry and upset right now. That I'm not saying that, and none of them have even treated him that badly. Like, I'm not kind of, other than kicking him out, that would be wrong, I think. But you know, they're 100% valid in their feelings towards him right now. But they can work through that, I truly believe. And I think, you know, Chase has just got the biggest heart, and that's what his parents have used and manipulated. And I don't know. Anyway, so I talk about Chase a lot, but like that was how the episode ended, and it was quite a lot. The whole fight with Stacey was tense. Or like Stacey, you know, going to find them and trying to tell them, you know, that the key to defeating them is really. So if we could try and get through to her again, or if we can try and get to one of the others, but there is a way to defeat them because she knew the key to defeating them. Oh, Leslie wasn't in this episode at all. We don't know what happened with her Glow Baby, do we? Well, have they dug her up? Where is Glow Baby and Leslie? But anyway, maybe that's the fourth alien. It's still a theory. So yeah, Alex is still my most likely suspect, just because I feel like most of the other characters have had things that discount them. And like, I think last season Alex was a little bit more pro-Chase, you know, compared to the rest of them. Like when he phoned them, I feel like Alex was the one that said, oh, we should hear him out. And then here, Alex is like, one night, he's a betrayer. And it's kind of, that's very different. And even, you know, when he saw Chase when he was Janet's algorithm thing, he saw Chase carrying a version of him trying to save them, and he heard Chase say, oh, if you're in here too, it's all my fault, I messed everything up, or whatever he said. So I feel like if that was the last time I'd properly seen my friend if a friend like wronged me, and then you could see that they were visibly affected by it to the point where their head was just dominated by thoughts of trying to make it right, I would be a little bit softer towards him. I wouldn't necessarily forgive him. Like I said, they're valid to be angry with him. But I feel like that in itself is kind of damning, that Alex went from, I don't know, not being like kind of pro-Chase to being very anti-Chase. You know, he wants to keep them separated. He doesn't want to let them all get together too much. And also the fact that he could even vaguely read the book without the code. I mean, he's very smart. I am not trying to take that away from him. I know he's very much a maths, that's like his particular area, sort of maths, computing and codes and stuff. So I will accept it if it is Alex's Alex and that he could just kind of almost read it. But the fact that like Janet and Victor and people who are also very smart and very kind of technically minded couldn't read it at all kind of makes me feel like that's a suspicious thing, that maybe he was pretending it was harder to read than it was or something. But at the end of the day as well, I could see that Alex I have to have a suspect. I have to pick someone I can point at all season and go, it's you. And it is Alex this time around. So yeah, I am still desperate to find out who the mole is, and hopefully that's going to be at least a central point of the next episode, because, you know, okay, we've rescued everyone's back together, we now need to know who it is so that we are safe, and I hope that that's going to be figured out in the next episode and I can find out tonight. So yeah, that was brilliant. Old Lace, I love that Gert and Old Lace have this connection now, that, you know, she can properly sort of inhabit Old Lace and control her that way, and obviously Old Lace doesn't mind, they are bonded and she trusts Gert, and I love their relationship. Molly continues to be an inspiration. Molly is often the most adult of all of them, and she's the child compared to them. You know, she's the youngest, and yet she is the one who is saying, you know, we're family. And yeah, like, you know, she's not letting, that's exactly what she's doing, is what I'm saying. She's not letting Chase off the hook. You know, she's still calling him a cowardly betrayer and all that. Like, you don't have to say, oh, we're totally cool with what you did, everything's forgiven, everything's forgotten. But she's not just trying to throw him out in the cold. And I really respect that about Molly. And I kind of would have liked it more if Carolina or someone had agreed, just because she was always that little bit closer to Chase, kind of from before. And, you know, they were together in the algorithm. She was there when his mum died. You know, I would have liked it maybe if she'd said, I agree with Molly, but I'm beat. Let's talk about this tomorrow. You know, I wouldn't have needed her to, like, do a passionate defence because she'd been through hell. But, you know, I would have kind of liked it maybe if she'd been like, I agree with Molly, instead of just saying she was tired and wanted to go to bed. But I also get that there's a heck of a lot of emotions going on and everyone is not in a good place mentally. You know, in a way, I think for Gert, and Alex if it's Alex and not Alien. If it's Alien, then discount this. But for Gert and for Alex, if they are themselves, in a way, with all of the swirling mess going on, all the terror from these aliens and his family, the parents being taken over, all that kind of mess that's going on, in a way, clinging onto that anger you feel towards someone, and you feel so justified in that anger, it helps. It is something you can focus on, something that can kind of ground you, is, I'm really pissed off with him, and that's what I'm going to focus on. You know, I'm not going to kind of think, okay, well, there's a bigger problem right now. I mean, they've been letting in parents. I mean, did none of them notice Leslie wasn't there? I guess they thought she was sleeping. But, you know, they were quite okay with Leslie being in the house, but they want Chase to leave. So, yeah, Gert was okay with that last season. I know she was pregnant, but kind of, there is a bit of a double standard here, but I think it's because they're taking Chase's betrayal personally. Of course they are, but that just shows how much they care about him and how much I believe this family can pull through. I feel like I'm being very one-track minded, but the whole Chase thing has been quite a big part of me in watching this so far. And I'm still like, I feel like Janet isn't done yet. We didn't see any more of the Wilders. Obviously, Catherine has confessed to a murder she did commit. If Catherine ends up in prison, I'm totally okay with that. All the parents should be. I'm very intrigued. I'm very sad for Chase, like I said, that his only parent he's got left is Victor. I mean, if you can call Victor left, given that he's currently Jonah. Jonah's not going to be happy that Carolina has left him again. She has turned down his offer, but I also don't feel like he's a man that's going to take no for an answer. I think, like he said, he would quite happily, forcibly take her back, and then, you know, once she's there and she can't go anywhere, well, he's got her. And I think the daughter is not a force to be... She's a force to be reckoned with. I think, in a sense, don't underestimate her, and I think perhaps a family always have, and, you know, if allying with her mother becomes a more promising option, she would do that. If allying with a brother, she would... I think the whole family are very much out for themselves, and kind of that's why they work. It's probably their culture even. So I am very intrigued about everything and where it's going to go next as a show. I mean, obviously I can kind of sense that we're going to try and stop the Giborums, and then we're going to deal with Nico's dreams. And I don't think Nico is the alien, just because I feel like it's that Morgan Le Fay. And I only know her name because of trailers and interviews, but that is to do with the staff. I mean, Tina did say to... God, is it Robert Manora in my brain? She did say to him, you know, God, there's some stuff I didn't tell you about the staff. So, you know, there is more to the staff, and maybe she's also aware of this. So, yeah, I'm just very intrigued to see where the show's going to go next with everything. I'm glad Nico and Carolina are back together, and that they can kind of be there for each other. And Carolina, I don't think is going to just let Gert, what am I on about? Let Nico sink into the darkness and give up on herself. I think she's going to be very much like, no, you are a good person, you can fight through this, I believe in you, and that's what I believe too. I'm really glad Carolina isn't alone anymore, because just being alone and having to watch like Nico suffer and die is horrific, even though she knew it wasn't real. That kind of fear of, what if this is the last thing I see, what if I die? A whole bit where they were like choking Chase was very stressful. But I love this team, and I love how they work together, and I kind of hope the tensions with Chase get resolved soon, just because I adore them working as a family. I adore the fact that they're a family and how much they love each other and their bond as a team. And we only have 8 more episodes. You know, if there was going to be another season, it wouldn't bother me so much if they didn't properly make everything right with Chase to like a finale or something, because I mean, none of the kids are going to die. That's something that I have officially stated. I will rewrite it if required. You know, by the finale, if there was going to be season 4, I would be kind of okay if they didn't welcome Chase back properly until the finale, because I think, well, we've got next season. But given that I only have 8 episodes, I want my team as a family. I don't want Chase on the outs the whole time. I mean, I feel like they'll all work together because they'll need to, but I want them to be a cohesive unit again. So yeah, that was another brilliant episode. And you know, I do feel like they're the hardest on Chase when he messes up than they are on anyone else. And I think that's partly because of Gert, because she loves him, because she has such high expectations, and she can see how good he can be. When he falls short, she's more personally affronted by it, and she is someone that is very vocal about that. But they were far more forgiving of parents, and of... I mean, okay, the other kids have committed their sort of things they've done against the group have been lesser, but, you know, Alex lied to them and took them to that place with Avon, didn't he? The restaurant. You know, that technically it was a betrayal. It was a betrayal of a smaller sort, but they all could have died. So, kind of swings and roundabouts. I feel like Chase gets a harder rap, so I'm hoping that means they will all patch it up. And I feel like all I've done is talk about Chase in this review. I'm really sorry, but, you know, it's on my brain. So yeah, this was another brilliant episode. I'm savouring these episodes. I can't believe there's only 8 left. Thank you for watching.